Hey, Rage Nation. It's your ringmaster of ceremonies once again, Cool Breeze Justin Christie, and we're talking about Rage in the Cage 88, which is happening Saturday, June 18th at the Oklahoma City Farmers Public Market. We're live at Whiskey Nights Dance Hall and Saloon, which is going to be the after party spot for Rage in the Cage 88. And I am here with Chad the Mad Hatter Warren. He's going to be taking on Nathan Urioste at Rage in the Cage 88 on June 18th. Chad, how are you doing today, buddy?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Man, I am happier than a hot hog in a cool puddle of mud. I'm just excited to be here. Happy to have you. You're going to be fighting Nathan Urioste. Tell us a little bit about how that fight came about, and what are we going to be able to expect to see from you as a fighter?
Well, for the past, I'd say, year and a half, I've been begging and striving to get in a cage. I've been wanting to fight for a long time.
Okay.
So I got an offer, and I was like, I got to take it. So I ended up in it.
Awesome.
What you can expect to see from me is you have to wait.
Well, I have to wait.
And watch it.
All right. So whenever we show up, you're going to have to wait at the event too. There's just going to be a lot of waiting. He's going to circle. No, I'm just kidding. Maybe we don't know. He's going to be a waiting game inside that cage. No. So where are you training at?
Conquest Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
Conquest
in Yukon, Oklahoma.
All right. You got a really good training partners there as well. Tell us a little bit about that gym. What's it like to train there, and how long have you been training at Conquest?
About 2 years now. Raging Rusty. He's on this card as well. He's a really good fighter. He's going to be up, probably the raging side of him is going to come out in the cage.
It's a good place to rage.
For real.
Rage in the Cage 88.
Can't wait to see it.
So you got a teammate fighting on the card. Are you guys? How is the training with each other, knowing that you both are fighting on the same card?
We pump it up a lot. We have a lot of hard spars and we have a lot of light spars. We get real technical and we get a little sloppy, but in the end, it's the best training I've had in a long time. I've been in a lot of gyms and just boxing here and there, and this is the best outcome of my talent that has been brought forth from my coach and from my partner.
Tell us a little bit about the coaching staff at Conquest. What who are they, and what's it like to train under those guys?
Lee Sargent is my coach. He's a really, really great coach. He's good at getting his message through, teaching the process, and us listening and learning it.
Okay.
And trusting it. We have to trust the process. We can't just cut corners. We can't move around the bell. We got to actually go and get it. And that's what he's been drilling into us. He said, get ready for war. So we're ready for war.
Awesome. That's a very good philosophy, especially coming from a gym called Conquest. It's kind of ingrained, I believe.
Yes,
how long have you been training in martial arts, and what got you started in your martial arts career?
I've been training at Conquest about, like I said, 2 years. I did a little bit of boxing before that in Kentucky. Other than that, the passion to get in and let the adrenaline loose. I'm an adrenaline junkie. I used to do parkour for fun.
Okay.
I wanted to be in the military. I couldn't do that, so I decided, why not go put the rage in the cage?
Okay, awesome. What part of Kentucky are you from? Now that you mentioned that.
I'm actually not from Kentucky. Okay. My niece had cancer, so I decided to move there for her. I'm from Georgia, Winter Robins.
Okay, from Georgia. Got you a good old Southern boy coming in here to Oklahoma. I like that. You're gonna be around all these Midwestern cowboys and whatnot. So what was the experience like, coming from Georgia to Oklahoma, then having to live in Kentucky for a little bit, all that stuff? What's the experience like for you having to move around so much? And did you get different looks in training and different things? Like you said, you mentioned you trained in boxing in Kentucky. What's the difference in training and philosophies from there to, here in Oklahoma?
I would actually say it's pretty similar. And I wasn't getting ready for competition whenever I was boxing. I was just doing it to get in and box.
Okay.
So I was never preparing myself for anything. I was never preparing to get in and, get in that mental state to get punched in the face. So now it's a completely different mindset. Now I'm having my coach, I'm having somebody yell and push at me. Like whenever I used to, in football and wrestling, that's the times that drive me. Those are the times that help me get through, situations and stuff. I use it as an out.
How long did you wrestle?
I wrestled in high school from 8th to 11th grade. And in 12th grade, I took off.
Okay.
I moved back to Georgia, finished up my high school year.
Awesome. So what really made you flip that switch to go from training just for the sake of training to I want to compete, I want to step in that cage, I want to test myself? What was that turning point for you?
Well, I've been doubted a long time for a lot of different things. Medical past made military very hard for me, and I've had a lot of people say you can't do it, you shouldn't do it, and for me that drives me even further. I don't want to get in and do it.
Do you mind elaborating a little bit about that medical past? Is that too personal or too personal? Okay, I didn't know because whenever we have these interviews, I like to kind of put together that there's been some dark sides to a lot of fighters. Fighters, entertainers, things like that, and they build motivation from that to get into what they're trying to do now. So if you didn't want to get into that, that's fine.
I can say that it is one of the biggest motivations to ever push me is my medical past. Is the only thing that drive like the doubt from that people give, and that it's the toll that it's carried on my life makes it fire inside of me, makes me want to get in and do it even more.
Okay, well, let that be an inspiration to you guys. Whenever people tell you that you can't do something, use it. Use that fire, that intensity to motivate yourself into greatness, into doing something and striving for greatness. You may not always climb to the top of the ladder, but at least you're trying to get there.
Words of wisdom.
And that's just what's going to happen. Well, Chad, I really appreciate your time. Thank you for coming into Whiskey Nights and doing Rage Talk with us. Ladies and gentlemen, Rage Nation, make sure you get your tickets at stubwire.com. Rage in the Cage 88 is happening Saturday, June 18th at the Oklahoma City Farmers Public Market. The day before Rage in the Cage 88, we're going to have Roll in the Cage 5. You can also get your tickets at stubwire.com, and I believe they have a package deal. So if you guys want some cheaper tickets for both events, they get a discount if you purchase for both. If you cannot make it to those events, we will be live on the Fight TV app. So make sure you check us out on Fight, pay-per-view, Rage in the Cage 88, Roll in the Cage 5. Chad Warren is going to be taking on Nathan Urioste. It's going to be a phenomenal fight. So, Chad's ready to go. He's amped up, fired up, motivated, and you're going to see that fire play out at Rage in the Cage 88. So thank you so much for coming in, buddy. You want to give a shout out to anybody, friends, family, teammates, sponsors?
I've got my family for sure. My mom, my friend Ashton right there. He's been helping me get ready as well.
What up, Ashton?
My nephew Ali, he's been helping me. Michael Hiltzman, he's gonna be at the Roll in the Cage.
Yeah,
he's been a good guy, been a good friend to me. So everyone go watch him. Obviously, you don't want to miss that. That's gonna be awesome. He's
don't forget your boss letting you take the day off.
Exactly. And I get to take 2 days off, actually.
2 days off. Tudor, you are awesome, buddy.
Thank awesome
you so
guy.
Much. He's no stranger to Whiskey Nights either. So, we love you, Tudor. Guys, this has been Chad Warren. I've been your ringmaster ceremonies, Cool Breeze, Justin Christie. We will see you live at the fights, Rage in the Cage 88, Saturday, June 18th. Get your tickets at stubwire.com. Tell them where they can get their tickets.
Stubwire.com.
Stubwire.com. See you at the fights, ladies.